Dana Wharf Sportfishing and Whale Watching has been around for 50 years. My father started with one boat off a small pier down in San Clemente. Our business came to Dana Point Harbor in 1971 when the Dana Point Harbor was built. We currently have 8 boats in our fleet, so my brother and I have something to live up to. We definitely want to see my father's legacy succeed and keep going. We take 50,000 individuals, families, children out every year on our various whale watching and fishing trips. We employ about 50 people full-time. We can have upwards of 12 trips a day. We have a nonprofit group that takes kids fishing, and we're in beautiful sunny Dana Point, so we're open 12 months out of the year. We're only closed Christmas and Thanksgiving. We're very busy. About 4 years ago, we sort of found Zerv haphazardly. Our business was suffering from not being able to take all the phone calls that come into our business on a daily basis. Our team was checking people in, working the front counter, selling tackle, doing a lot of different things while they were trying to answer phones. We did have a program that we ran all our reservations through, so we did have that, and it was only about 2 years old and very useful. I did not think that there was anything better. It's very hard to find a software program that can do whale watching, fishing trips, and so I really just wanted Zerv for phones. I contacted them, and that's when I learned that they had this great software system for taking reservations. They could answer all our phones, and our customers could make reservations online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We were very excited. But I had a lot of people in my operation, people that have worked for us for a long time, that said there was no way that Zerv could sell fishing. Whale watching's great, but fishing, no way. Because there's trips that leave for 12 hours, 24 hours. So the overnight thing was like, oh my gosh, how are we gonna do that? How are people gonna understand? Especially people that are buying online. And then there's fishing tackle, there's rods and reels, and there's a lot of regulations. It's just too much. But as soon as I started using the Zerv system, I realized that I could use it for other things, and I could use it for fishing. We were converted. I didn't think they could, but they understand our business very well. They get it, they know what we're trying to do, and they want us to succeed and get people on our boats, and they know how to sell. It's really interesting because fishing, people call all the time and they want to know what you caught yesterday and what the bait's like, and Zerv can do it all. So we prefer to use Zerv. I mean, we will talk to the clients, we will take their reservations, of course, but we really prefer to use Zerv. They are totally aware. It's just like calling somebody in Dana Point to make the reservation. We were very skeptical in the beginning, but I have to say that Zerv sells it almost better than we did. We use Zerv all day long. There's just so many little tricks in the system that are so valuable to us. Our boats use the system, our captains use the system to see how many people are on their boats. That's very important. We use it after hours to manage trips. We can change the boat, we can add more capacity. They want you to use the system in a way that really benefits your business. It's not all about the Zerv bookings, because we're going to get people that walk in because of our location, so we need to be able to accommodate those walk-ins. For anybody that's doing advertising and buying ads in magazines, newspapers, online, banners, you can track it perfectly. And you know what not to do in the future and what works. If I had to pick one event that Zerv just transformed and we had our moment, it was probably 4th of July, that first year, because 4th of July is insanely busy. All our boats go out to see the fireworks. We have a dinner cruise. Every single boat's out. We have 500 people that come out. Before Zerv, we had thousands of people calling us to make reservations. People calling back and saying, no, we don't have 5, we have 7, or, oh, now we have 3 and Aunt Mary wants to go. But through having Zerv, it worked beautifully. People came in, they had their receipts, they got on the boat. It was so easy to manage. You didn't have to collect any money. Every reservation that Zerv makes for you is 100% prepaid. It's there, the money's there, there's not an issue. It's a big impact on our business. If we know that a trip is going to sell out and it's very popular, we oftentimes will make it a 100% Zerv trip, because we don't want them calling here. We don't want the human error. Before Zerv, there were trips where we had 20% of people not show up. Many times you couldn't get those people to pay. You couldn't get their credit cards to go through. And we had something called chargebacks. If you run a business, you know all about chargebacks. We don't have that anymore. I think I've gotten one chargeback for the whole year last year, one chargeback. It's a beautiful thing. This is the perfect management tool for us. Every once in a while we'll say, oh, what if we didn't have Zerv anymore, and people are like, oh my gosh, what would we do? When we were looking at other call centers and software programs, we were still gonna have to upgrade our system and get a new server and have an IT guy here a bunch of times. We can't afford to have an IT person here 5 days a week working on our computers in our server room. That just doesn't work for us. It's too complicated and costly. You need to have everything in Zerv, and you can do that. Zerv simplifies our life. It simplifies what we're doing to allow me to focus on different aspects that I need to be focusing on. I can focus on marketing and bringing people to our facility, and also grow our other trips and make new ones. We really love to take people out on the ocean, create lasting memories for families. But quite honestly, before Zerv, I thought we were at our capacity. Zerv opened up that window. Once you can manage what you're doing, then you can really grow.